Hello guys, thanks for joining me. What I've got here is a German Bisect, and a Bisect is a stamp that's been cut into two, and the reason they did that is because of numbers of stamps. They didn't have enough stamps, so they cut them into two to give twice as many. And these were produced by the German Feldpost in the Courland pocket in northwestern Latvia, and these were produced in March and April of 1945. The Courland pocket was basically composed of the 18th and 16th German Army. They had been part of the Army Group North in Russia. And during the retreat, they ended up in the Courland, and they were redesignated the Army Group Courland. They were mostly Wehrmacht troops, but they also had Luftwaffe, Navy, and Waffen-SS troops among them. So as I say, just over 200,000 of them. They finally surrendered in May of 1945, about a couple of days after the rest of the Wehrmacht surrendered. The Courland surrendered on the 10th of May 1945 to the Soviets. Anyhow, during March and April, the Germans were supplied by air, so ammunition and supplies came in by Ju-52s, and any planes going out would have been given bags of mail to be delivered to, obviously, the soldiers' families in the occupied or the unoccupied territories of the Reich. And to prevent misuse, the German Feldpost, as I said, used these bisects, and they were stuck onto official Feldpost postcards and envelopes, and then they had a postmark applied to that. So you got the postmark on top of the stamp there, as you can see. And the usual postmarks had the Leibau code LQ. There's a code just underneath, two-letter code just underneath the eagle and swastika. You can't really make it out. It's very, very faded. But anyhow, that's the German Feldpost postmark all over the Bisect. And that was used, as I say, to prevent misuse of these items. Anyhow, about 200,000 or so Germans were trapped in the pocket. About 180,000 or so surrendered to the Soviets at the end of the day. And this is a, as I say, a part of that campaign. And I bought this item about 25 years ago from a proper dealer, stamp dealer, and I'm pretty sure it's a original item. These were faked and falsified after the war. As you can imagine, a lot of these things were, but I'm fairly confident that this particular one here is genuine. Though, of course, I don't have a 100% guarantee that it is. But anyhow, it makes a nice item in my collection, nice historical item of that particular period when the Germans were trapped in the Courland. And, as I say, it forms part of my German Wehrmacht or German Reich stamp collection. Anyhow, I'll leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed the video as usually. And as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.